like we do it, like we do it.
Ding, ding, ding. Guys, look who I have with me tonight.
I'm here.
Here, Greg is here. Josh will be joining us shortly, hopefully. It's his son's birthday. So with the holidays and everything kind of wrapping up for the year, you know, we gave him the night off, but he is going to be joining us. I'm really excited. I'm excited.
But happy birthday to little Josh.
Yes, happy birthday to little Josh Jr. Guys, welcome to Anchor Watch, our weekly Below Deck late night chat where Josh and Greg and I take over Adam's channel to talk about the #1 rated show on Bravo, which right now is not Below Deck Med, but still it usually is. So I like to say that. I like to throw that in there and just remind people.
Yeah.
But
it's #1 in our hearts. That's
absolutely
the rating that matters.
100%.
Right?
100%. Guys, really quickly, just some announcements before we get started tonight. Greg has a surprise in a minute, but I did want to announce that if you guys have not checked out our podcast on Apple Podcasts, it is kind of a revisit of our live stream. So right after we finish Anchor Watch, it goes straight up on the podcast for those who like to just listen and maybe not watch our beautiful faces at 11 p.m.
But they like the low tones.
with the low tones. And you get to hear all of our ridiculousness and try to guess what's happening. Head over to Apple Podcasts, subscribe, follow, leave us a rating. It helps us out tremendously, just like hitting that like button. But we have a lot of exclusive content coming straight to the podcast beginning in the new year. You guys know what happens in January. We have a Vanderpump Rules premiere, and there are a lot of interviews going straight to the podcast. So definitely check that out. Also, Adam and I are heading to London this weekend, and we are doing a subscriber meetup. So if you guys want to come and join next Thursday, not this Thursday, but next Thursday, December 14th, we will be at All Bar 1 in Leicester Square for a subscriber meetup. It is completely free. Just come, join, grab a drink at the bar, and hang out with the Addams family in London. I think we're going to have such a great time. Just RSVP. Let us know that you're coming so we can look out for you. And it's going to be a really good time. It's going to be a good time. Greg, do you want to come to London?
That sounds amazing. I've never been, and it's on my list. So
yes. It's definitely a worthy visit.
You're going to have an amazing time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't wait. We're taking our moms. It's going to be so much fun. Christopher asked, where is the podcast? You can find the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your shows or your podcasts. So that's kind of fun. Murray, thank you so much for the super chat. Murray says, if you guys like this live, please show them by smashing the like button.
Yes.
It helps us out so much, and we appreciate it.
And it's part of the little challenge that I'm going to announce here in a second. So.
Okay, well, wait. I'm curious again, Murray. Thank you. And maybe we have to chat, Murray. Okay, Greg, you had an idea for like weeks now, and we haven't implemented it in any of the lives.
I keep forgetting. So then I was like, let's make it official. So here's what we're gonna do tonight, and I'm just gonna force your hand. So get yourself ready for this.
Okay.
We are gonna give away 2 prizes on this live show tonight, and here's how I think we're gonna do it. We're going to take these sticky notes, and I'm going to write a number, 2 different numbers, but one per sticky note on each one, between 1 and 1,000. So there's a lot of options. Okay,
it's a lot of numbers.
Following? Yes.
Yeah.
Like 1,000 of them, because it has to be a whole number. And I'm going to fold those up and put them in my Anchor Watch cup, which unfortunately doesn't have liquid in tonight for this very reason. And then at the end of the show, we're going to draw those numbers. No one's going to see what they are. But throughout the show, in order to add your number to the chat, you got to go in, like the video, and then write your number. Between 1 and 1,000, you get 1 number entered, and that is your chance to win. Between 1 and 1,000.
What exactly do you win?
I think that we should give away a cup for starters.
Okay, we definitely have to do that. Here, I'm going to just share my screen really quick. I hope you guys can see it. So
a tumbler.
Here we have yes, we can give away an Anchor Watch tumbler. And I think we should give away two things. It's the holidays. Okay. So
I
here's
agree.
what's going to happen. We're going to give away one of these tumblers, which is right there on the right of your screen, I think. And then one Anchor Watch t-shirt. So whoever guesses when we come to that, all you have to do is the numbers are flowing in right now.
I can't look. I
We
can't
need
look
to.
because I need to
Okay,
be
we're
impartial.
going to keep track of this. We're going to keep track of this, and then what's going to happen is I'm going to drop right here where you see the super chat from Murray. I'm going to put an email, and you'll just email us, and I'll send you the promo code. And all you have to do is click that link, tell us where you want it delivered, and it will come to you. So I'm super excited. Also, guys, if you check out Adam's store right here, we are offloading all of our products from 2023. You guys can use the code CYBER25, take 25% off. There are a lot of fun things in there, especially this lovely pumped stuff right here that I love. The artist Nicole Steffs did some really cool stuff there. So very exciting. Okay.
I've written the numbers.
Are you going to be able to keep track of this? Because we're going to have to go back. We'll go back in the chat and check it out too.
I'm going to copy the chat and do a search and everything. But keep track of your numbers too, if you can, everyone.
Yes.
We'll need your help. Okay.
Okay.
They're in the
so
cup.
You wrote your number down, right? Before.
I wrote 2 numbers down.
Okay, good. All right.
Or should we just do one number? We'll just draw one. Now there's the little, and then the 2 that are closest to it. Let's do that.
Okay. That's what we'll
sealed.
do. That's what we'll do.
Sealed.
Signed, sealed, but you have to wait till after our recap.
You can hear it in there.
Love it. Okay. Ding, 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 guys. All right. So we are on our 11th episode of Below Deck Med. Things are, pretty much the same as they have been. But you know what pisses me off a little bit is that we're ending our Anchor Watch journey for 2023. And it's just getting better and better.
Huge cliffhanger.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I'm going to ask the live chat. And I want to ask, oh, no, I can't do this. I'm just going to ask you, Greg. Live chat, don't put any numbers in the live chat. Okay. I'm not going to ask you guys to rate it tonight. But Greg, what did you think of this episode? If you could rate it anything.
Oh, and I knew you were going to ask this too. I really liked the guests. I thought the guests were fun.
Yes.
Yes. 8.5. What do we think?
What? An 8.5?
Is that too high? Yeah.
No, I honestly, I thought the same thing too. I'm just really enjoying it more and more. And I really don't know who my favorite cast member is right now because everyone is like really showing great, I don't know, it's giving me good TV.
Yeah. And I think the editing is fun too. Like when they had the puke counter, I thought that was hilarious.
It's unfortunate. We got to get into this. We got to get into it. Before we start anything, I do have to say how cute. This is so weird because you never think of Captain Sandy as kind of this prominent figure in the show, right? And you look at her like this. She's the captain. She's the leader. She's that presence, right? But isn't she so cute in her little PJs?
I thought that with her broken hand and everything. Yes.
Just trying to like get some, I don't know what she's doing here, getting some tea, realizing there's a mess, trying to sleep.
Mess. Yes.
But super cute. Love Captain Sandy. But, you know, we started off where we left off last episode, which was with Kyle, you know, and Chef Jack kind of getting into it. And man, like this is becoming like an issue. I feel like it's not even enjoyable to watch anymore because we've seen Kyle kind of go at people for the past few episodes, right? We've seen him go at Jess. We've seen him go at Natalia. We've seen him go at who else? Max. And now Chef Jack. And it's just kind of like,
and really the collateral is Lily. You have someone that's like new to the boat and there's people where he's just going in and kind of putting a bug in their ear.
Yeah. And that's not good. And for him to kind of, I don't know, antagonize the situation by saying that Chef Jack, who has nothing to do with anything on the interior, right?
He's not part of the triangle of disaster. He's not part of that.
No. For him to say, hey, Chef Jack is trying to split the interior is just insane to me. It's insane.
But
I don't know.
I think that it's evident that like it speaks to his character that he wanted to address it, and in a very like uncatty way, he spoke to it head on, and then he got his resources straight as well. Went and talked to Toomey, squashed it, went and like talked to everyone else, and just made sure that he wasn't like causing that sort of an issue. He wasn't like talking crap. He kind of did a little bit about Kyle, but like he at least was proactively trying to make sure that he was doing the right thing.
I do have to say something about Chef Jack. I mean, we're big fans of him here on Anchor Watch. I've never seen him really talk poorly about someone, like really
Right.
with intent behind their backs, and I've never seen him really to show face at all. But I thought the moment that him and Toomey sat down
Mm-hmm.
and had a conversation, it was nice to watch like two department heads, two leaders sit down and discuss, hey, this is what's happening.
Right.
I just want to let you know, I don't feel this way. This is not what's going on. And Toomey, which is really funny, I never thought would realize that Kyle is the problem, is starting to realize like, holy shit, now not only do I have to train this new girl, Lily, but now I need to keep my eyes on Kyle because he is a ticking time bomb. I mean, what are your thoughts? Do you think Toomey has her hands just completely...
Yeah, I think and I think this is a good opportunity for her to kind of step back and step in as a leader and like separate herself from the drama instead of trying to put herself in the middle of it like we've kind of seen. It's a good opportunity for her to really kind of put out all the fires and separate herself at the same time. So it's no longer a triangle. It's just one person that's trying to light fires and unsuccessful.
Yeah.
All the wood is wet.
I mean, I think at this point she might, I mean, we saw some regret last episode, but I think at this point she might seriously be regretting not trying to keep Natalia. Right? I mean, at this point, it's just like, come on. Marianne Stout says something in the live chat that I thought was very interesting. Kyle hasn't learned his lesson. And it's so interesting because we see, let me bring up a photo. We see this Kyle who's talking to Captain Sandy, who obviously is embarrassed and kind of, he knows, remorseful. Yep. Thank you. That was the word. Of how he acted, how he felt, and stuff like that. But then it's like, it just takes a minute. And then you come back to this Kyle, who honestly, I love Kyle in person. Like I really do. I think he's great. But
yeah, sounds fun.
When you have this kind of attitude all the time, and also like for me, I don't want to offend anyone here, but I mean, we talk about all the time on this show how I'm gay, but this isn't a representation. I don't want this dramatic.
No,
I am.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But this representation of that, we don't need that. We don't need to be like, okay. Like we don't need that all the time. We want to see different things. Like Fraser is a great example of watching someone represent the community. Who else? I mean, like it's Captain Sandy. We don't need the drama. Like just because we're gay, the drama doesn't have to follow us around and we have to jump out of our skirts, I
think I like that word choice. I think in this case, it's more of a personality thing than like his preference. I think that he just really likes to get into the middle of things. And I think when we were talking about his remorsefulness, it had a lot to do with kind of his own ego and his feelings and his impression of himself. I think that's what he was maybe concerned about. And you'd think that would be a motivation to change. But I think he kind of has those, two little characters on his shoulder and one is winning over the other. And now he's trying to be the little character on everyone else's shoulder.
Do you think that it's alcohol that plays a part in this? Or do you think this is just in his character currently? Because I would love to say alcohol plays a part in it, but when we saw this moment, which was two charters prior, yelling at Jessica
in the middle of the day.
Yeah. It was like, first thing in the morning, you have Kyle yelling at you, and that's not what you want.
No, I think for the most part, it's kind of a character trait that he's probably working on, and I think that alcohol brings it to life. just kind of
Yeah.
unshields it. And unfortunately, that's the case for a lot of people and, things. It's just too bad that it's captured on television for him.
I know. And you know what? And I always like to remind people too that editing plays a heavy part in how we perceive a lot of the situations and the people we're seeing on TV too. So I
I was
try to
thinking
give
about
credit to
that
that,
for
but
the whole show, this underlying story that we have of the crew just being messy and leaving, a mess around. And Sandy just has this like constant like check in, like, oh, there's a mess. This pissed me off, whatever. And I'm wondering how much of that was actually taking place and how often that is the case, or if they were just kind of trying to make a story of it. I don't know. But to your point, like they need to create something that, like we were talking last episode, where you present the problem and then you show us a resolution, because that's, I think, what we are striving for. So I'm still hoping for that arc from Kyle.
You know what though, because this is we get these characters kind of driven, like you said, we get these arcs and this redemption and the conflict and the resolution, and it's so funny because at the beginning of this season when Max joined the boat, I'm kind of like not so much, but I really really enjoy him now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Another person who I think is just like MVP for me, who's amazing, is Laura. She's just like a complete
She's awesome.
bombshell, like anything. Like she's great TV. She's a great worker. She's awesome. But I do have a couple of questions for you. But before here we go.
Oh,
Josh is here.
Goodness, dude, we didn't know what to talk about.
We were so lost without you, Josh.
Oh my gosh. For those of you just joining, this is a recap of Below Deck on Bravo.
Oh my gosh, we were way off.
Oh, yes. I was sitting here. I thought we were talking about RuPaul's Drag Race for like 5 minutes, but you brought us back to the core.
Thank you for centering us.
Hi,
Josh,
guys.
thanks for coming. I know you had a big day. It's your son's birthday, so
my son turned 6 years old, and so I had to give him his proper good night. We still did the bedtime story, and he got to do his little things, and I didn't want him to feel rushed. So thank you everyone for waiting for me to join.
Hey,
yeah, now everyone's popping on the chat.
Now we can start. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right. So Josh, we were just kind of catching up on the first part of the episode, where we picked up where we left off with Kyle and everything like that. But
I don't know if you guys already established this, but kind of a boring episode. Not much going on.
Really?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, give us your number.
Wait. Give us your number, but the live chat's not allowed to give a number because we're doing a giveaway tonight that involves numbers.
And so it's super confusing.
Do not rate it tonight. Rate it in the comments below. If you're in the replay crew or even in the live chat, you can go to the comments and still do it there.
What if they write out, like, instead of putting an 8, they write EIGHT? Or am I screwing up you know what? I'm joining late. Don't let me mess anything up.
Yeah. No. Let's just say no. Okay. So wait. So
can they give a letter grade? An A, B, C, or D?
There you go.
Yes, A, B, C, D.
Okay, and I will give you a letter grade too. Guys, we're doing letter grades. Everyone in the chat, put your letter grade. A,
love that.
B, C, D, F.
So
wait,
mine's
then Greg,
a B+.
you gotta. Okay, there we go.
Okay,
I think, right?
I'm gonna have to agree.
Because I said 8.5. It's like it's a scale, 85.
I'm going solid B, B-.
Okay, so it's still good. Was B for boring or B like that letter grade?
B for
what's your
Below Deck. B for
okay. Listen, we got a lot of B's, and Andrea thinks it was definitely like a D, like definitely.
Yeah, that's
the wrong kind of thinger.
I went B-. Andrea, I wouldn't say D. I would maybe I would dip into the C's. I see anybody who agrees with me gets. Here we go. These are agreeing with me. So anyone who put B-, you are going to the front of the pack because you are wise.
Because you must be smart. It must be throwing off our mod, Elaine.
And anyone who says a compliment like "Thank you, Josh," you go to the front.
Oh my gosh! Speaking of comments, I was going through last week's comments. Someone said that they loved having me here. I don't think anyone
said that actually.
We would have removed that.
Pretty sure that the other account that I created
that would be deleted immediately.
Just fine. No, but Lily commented on the episode as well, and she said that we would that she brought the fun, and I will agree with her. Now, with that being said, I think this episode she might have brought a little too much of the fun. What are your thoughts?
Man, I mean, let me just really quickly on Lily. She came in with like throwing her CV to the camera, right? Like, I worked in Wimbledon. I learned really quickly. I'm a hard worker. I'm
Right.
a quick learner, all that shit. And then she can't do laundry, and she can't really do anything else. So I'm just kind of like, well, what? I don't know. And I don't want to judge her right now. I don't want to like say, okay, Lily's going to be awful or whatever. Because we've seen Max grow. We've seen all these different characters in the show grow, that Lily could really, really turn out to be a superstar. She said, sometimes they can turn out to be amazing. So what are your thoughts, Josh?
Well, Lily.
For the podcast listeners.
And Jessica, you can't handle your alcohol. One of you left the boat.
Listen, Lily.
And one of you stayed.
Apologies. Saw your comment after the show. We might have went a little hard on you. But girl, we didn't mean to. No. So here's the deal. Lily.
Lily can't keep track of Sandy's underwear.
Find that music.
Thank you, Mary.
Wait, hold on. So Lily, the drinking. I mean, girl. Too much.
I don't even think. Wait, here I have a photo. Josh,
I feel like Lily's old enough to where we should know like our limits, and that was
take
just
your time.
A little, especially when you have a captain who is known for being sober and stuff, and who's probably had worse days. Captain Sandy's like, I've worked hungover, get your butt out here, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Who
is it? Like, it's Captain Sandy.
Yeah.
I'll be out in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So Lily,
strange.
Hold it together next time, please. Look, now I feel bad because Lily commented last week. So here's the deal, Lily.
We don't know how it's going to turn out. You know, that's the
I know,
thing
and that's
show.
the thing.
We're still rooting for her.
We're rooting for her. We don't know.
So what she has going for her, I mean, maybe not so her skills, but
that's a skill.
Lily, I'll say this: your personality, though. You got a great personality. So looking forward to watching.
Hey, Max thinks so too.
Yeah, and
Max
so look, she may end up being a character we all love. We got to remember too, someone's joining in late. We got to give the benefit of the doubt sometimes. I get it. We try to be human. You know what? One of the compliments that I've liked that we've gotten about this show from a couple cast members is they're like, hey, they appreciate the fact we don't go super hard on them. We kind of are lighthearted. We try to keep things. We try to remember they're humans, you know what I mean? And they're doing a TV show. So they're not just doing the job. They realize they're on a television show with another. We always forget there is literally a second yacht always next door, full with a full crew. There's camera people everywhere on the yacht they're on. Yep. We don't see to us it looks like 10 guests and 8 crew members or whatever, but really there's like 60 people on location swarming around crawling all over that yacht. And so I get it. Like, it has to be hard to do the job and have all of this going on. So yeah, now people tell me we're too
here, just really quickly though, because Captain Sandy is the queen captain of giving chances, right? And I don't know if Lily or anybody else, Kyle included, would last if you were with, let's say, a different captain, maybe Captain Jason. Captain Jason is pretty hands-on. He's willing to give chances. Would Captain Lee deal with this bullshit? Because when the captain has to come wake you up,
no,
and you don't know who it is, like you're kind of fucked. You know, like it's very strange.
Yeah,
very strange. But I think we might see a redemption for Lily coming up, but who knows?
Lily, I welcome it. Look, I love a good redemption story in Below Deck, so I'm okay if someone starts off rough. Yeah, it always is good if someone starts off. Can we get Kyle? Kyle, we're waiting for your redemption story, buddy.
I mean, we're waiting. We might be waiting a lot longer because, I mean, with Natalia and Toomey not talking to Kyle or acknowledging him at BravoCon, and all of the sudden, just last week we brought it up, Natalia and Kyle are on good terms again, and Kyle is saying that, you know, he's going through some mental stuff, and which comes off to me, which is a very serious thing, but it kind of comes off to me as an excuse for how you were portrayed on the show. And how you acted. Kay, I'm going to agree with you here really quickly. I am also disappointed in what we're seeing of Kyle. So,
and then Jason, is this, just correct me if I'm wrong here, is this our last show of the season, or is this our personal last show?
So I, at the beginning, I said that we're going to London for the next 2 weeks. Yes. So the next 2 Tuesdays, we're out of town. We can't do this. We really can't do it with the time change anyway. But yeah, and then it's Christmas, and then it's the New Year. So I would say I think January 2nd is a Tuesday, but I don't know if we're gonna have a show on January 1st. But I think we're gonna get to recap the finale of Below Deck Med. So
when would that be?
I'm guessing in the new year because we're on episode 11 right now. So we have between 15 and 17 episodes. So I'm guessing we'll get to cover the last finale or something, which I feel like
Did the microphone just cut out? I'm really sorry that I'm not chiming in, by the way. I'm going through all the numbers right now. This is insane. There's so many people that did it.
So we're doing a giveaway tonight, Josh, and it involves numbers. So
here's how it works. If you're just joining us, you have to throw a like on the video. And then once you've done that, you can enter a number in the chat, in the live chat. And we're going to pick one of 2 numbers that I've randomly put in a cup. And we're going to pick 2 of the closest numbers to that number to win a prize each. So there's 2 prizes being given away.
And it's between 1 and 999,000?
1 and 1,000.
Oh, 1 in 1,000. I thought it was 999,000. Okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I was gonna say that's a big cup, guys. So and just a lot of cutting and writing, and that was
Greg's been at it all day. I want to jump back to this really quick because I want to ask Josh your opinion here, okay? Because I want to ask you your opinion on 2 things I have to say. First of all, we saw Toomey cleaning up the crew mess early in the morning. She consistently shows that she is a leader. I know she's had a lot of criticism early on this season, and Kyle is having criticism too. But when Kyle is on, and he is on service, he is on. Like, he's really good. So,
like, the guests love him.
Where do we think Toomey is right now in the season? And do you think that Kyle has any redemption? Because he is really good on service. When the guests are all around the bar, he can hold them without even trying. It's great. It's a skill. But it doesn't last.
To whoever mentioned my birthday, thank you. That was really sweet of you.
You mentioned your birthday.
Oh, that was me. Sorry. Sorry. Guys, Kyle, well, here's the deal. Undeniably, Kyle is good at his job, right? Kyle's always been good at his job. He was a standout when he first joined the show. We liked him because he was good at his job and he was funny. But then it's like, I mean, if we got to be real, it's like Kyle's gotten a little full of himself. And it's like, Kyle, bring back that like fun guy that everyone liked, that was goofy and was
lovable.
Lovable
silly.
And stuff like that. Like, you've kind of gotten a like,
I don't know. They reminded me this episode. It reminded me when they kind of shot back to last season when he had the toothache and then he hurt his foot, and then this season we're seeing him on the floor because he's so tired, and this season has barely started. It's like it's giving me drama queen.
Yeah,
capital drama, capital queen, just drama queen. Yes. Like across the board.
Yeah, absolutely. You make a good point.
Guys, please wish Josh a happy birthday really quick. Just
maybe you just
the board so we can get this over. Guys, I mean, you won't get a chance to wish Josh a happy birthday. It's right before New Year's, December 30th. This is our last show of the year, which is so crazy that we're saying this on December 5th.
I was
We'll
kidding.
be
We don't
back
need
in
to
a
do
month.
that. We don't need to do that. But make sure you get your numbers in. Actually, I'm gonna go for a number just because I won't win, guys, but I'm just gonna try.
You already have you have it anyway.
It's funny. I thought of 2 numbers that I should have done based on the conversation that we've had. And here's a hint. It's not those numbers.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, whoever keeps writing 69, it ain't that. So
Yeah.
Hey, we don't know. We don't know.
So what I want to bring up one more person too that we haven't seen much of this season. I was almost kind of questioning why she was there.
Okay.
But this episode, Haley really got to shine. And it was really fun to see. It was fun to see her experience, why she got into yachting and boats in the first place. And she has over, I think she said 1,500 or is it 15,000 dives?
Something crazy.
I think it was 15,000 because I was trying to do the math in my head. I'm like, okay, 365 days in a year. How many years have you been diving? How many dives have you done? The guests were so impressed with her. And they had just amazing things to say. And it was kind of nice to see Haley in this because really she's just been kind of like a second hand, just on the side, doesn't really have any input on any of the drama, on anything happening in the cast. But
Right.
this was interesting. This was cool.
Oh, that was very cool.
Thoughts?
yeah, I would like to see her like featured more. Maybe they didn't get enough from her like to show, but I'd like her featured more so it's not just, oh, her big thing was she did the dives that one episode, like because it seems like there's a lot there personality wise and stuff, and maybe it's just you figure when they're cutting these shows, depending on what's going on, some people might just, unfortunately, because there's bigger drama or there's a bigger story over here, some people just might fall by the wayside accidentally. You know what I mean? Like possibly.
Yeah, no, and we're over halfway through the season, so it's not like we're gonna see more of her. Thank you, Beckington. 15,000 hours. 15,000 hours, right? It was 15,000 hours, I think.
How long is it?
15,000. Thank you, Bravo
Okay.
Chick from Miami. Always count on Miami. Thank you, appreciate it. But yeah,
You always say that. You're always saying that. You can always count on Miami.
I always
You
count on Miami.
Miami.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Miami's great. Okay. Another thing I want to say I wasn't impressed with is if you're having a 007 party, okay, Casino Royale party. I'm a huge Bond fan. I know Josh is. I'm Greg. I don't know if you're a Bond fan at all.
I'm
like
a fan.
I've seen Skyfall like 150 times, and I'm watching it again because I'm going to London, and it just makes me excited. But
Perfect.
Casino Royale is one of my favorites. Daniel Craig, and I'm just thinking, wow, this is amazing. And then this is the entertainment we get on a really expensive yacht. Some guy doing card tricks in a tank top.
What was with the tank top?
Yeah, that's my thing is like he's working with yachts. Now maybe he's trying to do like I'm a David Blaine kind of
no sleeves.
No.
Yeah, but it's like
anything.
If you're David Blaine, you need to be putting yourself in a box and then having one of the guests throw the box in the water locked up. And maybe we'll see you again, and that would be amazing.
That would be mental.
That would be mental. You would be a mentalist.
I feel like in true James Bond fashion, he should have been like shirtless. And I'm not saying that that's what I want, but it just
with a bow tie at least.
Exactly.
And
like he kind of did the whole like tuxedo dress up and then was reduced down to that. I think that's maybe a better choice.
Well, I'm thinking like if he was dressed up and he portrayed himself as like a villain for the whole James Bond thing.
Okay.
I know much more than you. I know what you're thinking, Mr. Bond, and kind of did like played up the character. And this guy, his actual tricks and stuff he pulled off seemed awesome. So I was like, dude, you are totally doing yourself a disservice. And this was your time. Like a guy like that is looking for a moment to be on an international television show. And the fact that this could be used as like part of his reel. And it's like, dude, you want to go do gigs, like you want corporate gigs that pay thousands of dollars. And this is your big moment. And you're in a tank top on a yacht. Like you could have had such good footage of you on a really nice yacht on a television show doing stuff and like been dressed up. And it was a James
silver
Bond
teeth.
Theme. So the guests were all in tuxedos and stuff. It would have been.
Now
he'll probably write in the comments this week, and he'll probably go, "Hey, at least I tried."
No.
So
listen,
yeah.
I
At least
love
brought
I
the
love the
fun.
people in the comments. We've had Chef Jack and Lily and I'm gonna tell you we're gonna have someone coming on the show too because we've been talking about that for a long
You've
time.
said this for a while.
You're
Yes,
teasing me.
but
You're
it's
just teasing me.
really hard to do when the show is airing. NBC Bravo only lets certain things happen. Now they're opening the doors for that, so we will have some people on at the
If
new
we
year,
need to, I'll
hopefully
do a
leading up to
pre-tape with
the.
you. I'll do a
Yeah.
pre-tape.
We could do a pre-tape too and put it up as.
Someone needs it. We'll do it.
As
Folks,
an anchor
it may
watch.
not be live. We may drop a
I just love that live thing. If we can get them and depending
Yeah.
on where they are in the world, it would be amazing. But the poor mentalist, man, like get out, girl. Like not in that tank top. You know.
we have a couple nice things. First of all, happy birthday to us. Yeah, Ginger and I share a birthday, guys. So
What?
Oh shit! All right,
everyone
and
wish
Ginger, thanks for being a member.
happy birthday as well. And then also, Susan, this is really nice. Newer to the channel, but really enjoy the content. Thanks for the laughs, Jason and Josh. Conveniently left out Greg, which I appreciate.
Yeah. The unfunny
Hey,
one.
Greg is here to help us out.
He's our guest.
Thank you for the
but,
unlaughs.
yeah.
Thank you for bringing the group down.
David, I want to reply
You're
to
welcome.
this. So I believe Toomey did tell them over the phone what the theme was.
Yes.
Now they didn't ask for a mentalist; they asked for an opera singer, which I thought in Italy you would be able to find like a dime a dozen. You would think, right? But yeah.
No, the guy that was booking was like, 007. Michael, you want to do your all right, cool. It was like,
Man,
a mentalist would be perfect. Let me
yeah,
tell
he
you.
probably answered mentalist. I mean, bookings. Yes, I have an amazing guy for you. He's a mentalist.
there's this guy. Yeah. I have this girl
I can
who
be there. He can be there at 4
he can be there and he's gonna bring 3 cups and he's gonna put something in under one of the cups and move it around and you're gonna figure out which cup it's under. It's just like we have a friend.
How do you
Josh
feel
who would be
about
perfect at, we could start booking our friend Michael.
Our friend Michael's a
His
professional.
real name is
pickpocket.
Michael.
Yeah, his real name is Michael. I know this guy's name is Michael, but our Michael's better.
Was it? I just made that up.
Yes, our Michael is much better. Michael Halverson.
Michael
Mikael
Halverson.
Halverson. Mikael
Best
Halverson from Sweden.
pickpocket in the world.
Yes.
He's
Although
incredible.
my friend Apollo's pretty amazing too. Anyways,
How many pickpockets do you know?
Yeah. What
I probably know
circles
more
are
than
you
I
walking
should.
in?
Yeah.
well, let me ask you something, Greg. What time is it?
8:41.
Greg.
Oh,
Is it true?
no.
Is that your watch?
How
like,
did
"No."
you do that?
Oh, see, I took off my Apple Watch.
Josh is the first virtual pickpocket. So
I'm
if
the
anyone
virtual
on a yacht wants a virtual pickpocket,
Yeah.
Okay, I want one of you to, anyone listening right now, I want you to get really close to the edge of your chair. I'm gonna get your underwear off. Here we go.
oh God, I
No,
don't know
you
where
need to wear-
actually.
You need to wear a tank top for that trick, Josh.
All right, I have some more questions for you here. Okay,
I'm ready.
Jason, is
Who-
this your loincloth?
How did you get that? And it's clean.
Why
Did
was
you
he
clean it
wearing
on
it?
the way? You run that through the dry cleaners? Okay, whose
Oh
fault
my
is
gosh.
it for not relaunching the tender or having the tender up? Is this a Luca problem or is this a Toomey problem? Is it a communication problem? Because this is something I want to ask
It's a
Captain
leadership
Sean.
problem. It's a leadership problem.
Yes.
The leadership should have talked with each other. Hey, I'm going to need you to pick someone up. Hey, I'm going to bring up the tender. Is there anything you need
Yeah.
before the night?
Who starts the conversation though? Does Toomey say,
Either.
"Hey, I have this person coming," or does Luca go and ask?
A little of each. But here's the deal. I bet you that
I was
never happens
so
again now.
confused.
There are 2 new leaders. I bet
No.
you that they never have that problem again. I bet you, yeah. Samar, exactly. I
I'm
bet
seeing
you
a lot
they
of
check with
Toomey. Yeah.
I bet you they check with each other going
Ooh, and
forward.
Luca. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we're getting both. Luca,
lot of
Toomey, both. Toomey should have told him. I mean, interesting that you would put up the tender, but I guess you would only put up the tender if you didn't think you would need it again. So I don't know. I sat there and I kind of thought about it. I'm like, I don't know who would be at fault here. I'm not really sure. Thoughts while we're speaking of Luca and that and leadership and all of that jazz. Thoughts on Luca and what's happening right now with Captain Sandy, not following certain things, not having the schedule put together for the team, putting the tender up, let's say, leaving the crew mess a mess, not taking out the trash, having his team do what they're supposed to do. Thoughts on this?
She gambled on him, right? So I think that she's like wants to put her stamp of approval on him, especially if he's going to go on to another ship, because then she's thinking, I think, forward to the next gig that he gets, whether it's with her or someone else. I think she's thinking if she's going to recommend him to Captain Jason or someone else, he needs to be the best so that she can put her stamp of approval on it. I think that's what it comes down to. And she's just expecting the best out of him.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree. Jen Willow in the live chat says Luca got laid, then he got lazy. Seems like that. I want to kind of give him the benefit of the doubt too, because he did replace Ruan. Does anyone remember who that is?
No, I barely remember.
All right.
Isn't that crazy?
It feels like a year ago, right?
Yes.
I feel like since Ruan has been on the show, there's been a whole season of below deck sailing, and now we're back. And Luca is when
the pilot came on board this episode, I was like, oh, there's another pilot. And then it flashed me back for a quick minute.
A quick Ruan minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of want to give him a break because of that. And my last thing for tonight, before we jump off into whatever conversation we're about to have, and numbers, because we're doing some giveaways. I don't think there's been a complaint about Chef Jack's food this whole season so far.
No.
I can't.
I thought there was one episode where it wasn't complaints, but he made stuff that they specifically didn't like.
Yeah.
I think one of those.
It was kind of like a critique, but it's not kind of like a, when people are like, oh, the food wasn't good, or you had that, who is that douchey guy from Below Deck Sailing who's like, I've had better food at the ballpark. Remember that guy?
Oh, I hate that guy.
Yeah, come on.
Though, I felt like we went through a run of like a couple seasons of different Below Decks where every chef was horrible. Do you remember that?
Thank you, K-Tac. I was thinking about the eggs too.
It was the eggs. Yeah, we talked about it for 20 minutes. I remember that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, everyone wants some hot egg talk. It's been a while. Well, guess what, guys?
How do we like our eggs?
I just want to go around
over easy
for a drive with you, Josh, just around town with you just playing that music. I think that'd be fun. I don't know why.
I could imagine that. I could just imagine like some quiet
FaceTime
road.
You.
Yeah, Greg and I live in the same town, so we can do it. So
that's cute. You guys should vlog it and then put
folks,
it nowhere.
If we get 5,000 likes, Greg and I
oh yeah. Just on
we'll
loop.
Drive through. Yes, there's a
on
beat.
Loop. Oh, I didn't realize.
Who made this? This is
catchy.
Another one.
Inside eggs.
American eggs. Yeah, I mean that's about it. But I was telling Greg too, Josh, earlier that I feel like right now, 11 episodes in, we've been recapping this show every week since it started, and now it's just about to blow off and get really, really good. In the next few weeks, we're not going to be doing this, but
the best episodes will be like the next 4 weeks that we're not here. That'll happen.
Of course. And I hope that we get to reconvene like January, I think it's 2nd or whatever, whenever we come back. But I don't know if there's a show on the 1st. So whenever we do get to come back, I think there's going to be that finale because, leading up to the finale, you have what? You have Christmas Day, which we're not going to see Below Deck Med. You have New Year's Day. We're not going to see Below Deck Med. So they are also taking some time off. So
I'm guessing that if you soft commit to a show on the 2nd, I'm guessing either the 11th or the 18th will have shows, and we can cover those at the very least.
Agreed.
So then you're not like 5.
Agreed. We'll get there. Well, yeah, we'll get there. Yeah. I think
what, folks. Options. Look, this is a bunch of weeks that we're going to be off there. You never know. We may go live with something. Just hit the like and hit the bell on here so you get notified. You should already have hit it anyway, so you get notified of when Adam puts stuff up. But who knows? Content still has to go up. So Jason and Adam may ping me from London and go, Josh, you want to go live? Let's do something. Maybe we'll grab Greg and we'll just, I don't know what we'll talk about, but maybe we'll just
we're trying not to work as much in London.
I know.
But we have a lot of opportunity. Like we're doing a live with another content creator. We have a couple below deck people who live in London. There's a lot of things that are, and we're just trying not to, but it's so hard to like resist, right? You're like, oh my God, this would be so fun. We could have this conversation in person and go live. Okay. Anything we're looking forward to the rest of the season?
People are getting dangerous out there. It's not, guys. It's not.
Can you imagine Josh just covering? I would love to see.
I mean,
I can't even cover half the shit that Adam covers.
I know.
I would love to, Josh. You would probably be great at it, to be honest with you.
Well, you know what? Greg and I'll talk. We'll look at schedules. Maybe, hey, Jason, maybe we'll talk with Adam. Maybe Greg and I could pull off an episode or two during the break.
Who do you think's in charge here?
I know.
You need to ask Adam. No, yeah. I'm just kidding.
Jason, where's the loincloth around here? So.
Yeah, now.
No, not anymore. You should see what's downstairs right now. All right, guys. So at the beginning, we said we would do a giveaway. We have 2 giveaways to do. And I'm trying to go through the number. Do you have a lot of numbers?
I have tabulated all the numbers.
So, folks, you have to hit like right now. We're giving you guys. We'll vamp for a couple seconds. We'll talk about something else. You got to hit like, and you've got to put a number in the chat, right? I just want to give a chance. There's 234 people watching, 138 likes. 100 people almost are going to miss out on this. So I just want to make sure anybody else who wants to get in, hit that like button and then submit. You just type a number into the chat. Is that right?
Just a number.
Yes.
And if it's already been taken, it's disqualified. Sorry. But right now, to give you an idea, we have 50 people that have entered numbers.
Oh, nice. So
50,
you have
and there's 232 people.
They are in a spreadsheet.
Yes. Oh. And we're giving away one of these Anchor Watch tumblers and an Anchor Watch shirt.
Folks, here. You got to get one of the tumblers. This is a chance to get a free tumbler and a shirt.
Yes.
Guys, hit the like button and put a guess in. You'd be a fool not to, just for fun. Someone's got to win. And this is way better chances than the lottery.
It's true.
Very true. Except you win a lot less.
So real quick, Jason, we're gonna kill a little time here so folks have time to enter and get their tumbler. When do you guys fly out for London?
We are flying out on Saturday.
And how long will it take you to get there?
It's going to be 7 hours. No, we're going to go up to Charlotte from because we're on a little small island. So we're going to go up to Charlotte and then Charlotte to London. I am so looking forward to it. I'm going to tell you something because our moms are not watching. Okay. So
wait, hold on.
So they could watch though.
Tell us.
Do you want to hear a secret?
Tell us, Carol.
More than anything.
The secret is I have so much planned. They don't know we're flying very nicely over there.
Oh.
Okay. I upgraded that the other day because I got a really good deal. And the hotel we're staying at in London they're super amazing. I've been talking to the concierge since we booked it. And I have 2 trees completely lit, completely decorated in our rooms.
Girl.
When they get there.
What?
All right. So it feels like Christmas. I want them to have the experience. Dude. Because there's this great concierge in London. I'm not going to say where. I'll tell you after. But it's just going to be amazing. But also, Josh, I think you missed this too, but we are doing a London Addams Family meetup next Thursday. Not this Thursday, but Thursday, December 14th, right in the heart of London from 7 to 9. Just RSVP. Send our friend Stephanie an RSVP at the email here, ASST@upandadamlive.com. Bring a friend. It's free. We just want to know that you're coming so we can say hi and stuff like that. It'll be really
guys,
fun.
Get those numbers in. Like, hit the like button. Get your guess in. Let's make Greg work double time. He's writing down these numbers.
So much work here.
The more numbers we can get in here, the more irritating it is for Greg. And I would love to see
more
that.
cross.
Drop your numbers. Drop your numbers.
Yeah. Jason, you know what though? I will say, guys, as someone who's been friends with Jason for almost 20 years,
a couple months,
almost 20 years now, at least a couple months, guaranteed over 7 weeks for sure. Someone has been. Jason always does a nice job of thinking of those little extra things, and so like
that's
putting
magical.
the Christmas trees inside. your mom's rooms. Those are the kind of things where I'm like,
this has been a dream. Like
as
since Adam and I were
much in the
together,
ass
we've been
as
together
he
for a
is.
decade, and we're close to our moms, right? So we've
Yes.
just been wanting to do something like this, and we're like, we got to pull the plug because life is short. You know, you just gotta
Life
live
is
and
short.
love. Live and
True.
love.
Yes,
All right,
life is
Josh,
short.
Greg, we gotta pull some numbers here. I think.
Okay.
All right, guys, this is
We're
it.
going-
So
We're gonna
I
pull
talked
some
about
numbers.
pulling one number and then taking the two closest, or we can pull
Yes.
both numbers and just get one to each number.
Oh, I think we need to pull two
Ooh.
different numbers. We got to pull two different
Okay,
numbers.
two different
Okay,
numbers.
okay.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
have?
But that's all there are. There's just two numbers, Josh. I have.
Yeah.
I wrote numbers, and it's whoever gets closest to them.
I mean, I have like 15
You know how it works.
numbers.
Okay. The first number, I just opened it, is 229. And I believe that the person that got closest, believe it or not, was one of the late responders, Rebecca Shook.
Oh,
At
Rebecca
244. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. 229 is the number. I think 244 is the closest. And then
So really quickly before we move on, Rebecca Shook. I'm going to look for your email and everything, but be sure to send an email to this email, and I'm going to send it right back to you, and you'll get a nice giveaway link.
oh,
And you
someone
just
was
enter
saying
your
that-
address.
See, there's 229.
229
It's official.
Rebecca Shook.
And then the other number I picked was 832.
832. What a number.
And Becky Sitz. Becky and Rebecca. How crazy is that? Becky Sitz had 827. So if you think your number was closer, let me know. But I think I mathed the math correctly.
Ooh. And we even had an 850 out there. That got pretty close, but not trying to find that one in the comments. It might have been a ways back.
I see Rebecca's. Okay, I have both of them. I see your usernames here. So perfect. Just send an email. I'm so excited because we don't get to give away a lot of stuff anyway. But
Was
again,
that too complicated? Did I make
No.
it too? Okay. it
no,
worked?
that was great. That was great. We have two winners tonight, guys. Here is what we have on our store. Again, we're offloading all of our product on our store for 2023. So if you didn't win, you can still go to shop.upandadamlive.com and take 25% off using the
Ooh,
code
nice.
Cyber25.
cool.
25 takes 25% off anything you see here. Listen, we are probably the most underpriced creator store, so check it out.
Get it while you can.
Get it while you can. Guys, this is fun. I didn't expect this night to try. I didn't, we got Josh.
Happy holidays.
Yeah, guys. Thanks for
Hey, girl.
thanks for holding it down while I spent some time with my little birthday boy.
Did he feel special?
Family for he got the royal treatment from his parents and stuff. So
Good.
yeah, and he's a special little guy. I love him.
He is.
He is a special
Absolutely.
kid. Yes, absolutely. And a cute kid.
It does help.
You have really cute kids, Josh.
He's adorable.
You've been blessed. God has blessed you. He doesn't bless everyone. I would imagine I wouldn't have cute kids, but we'll see.
We'll find out.
Oh, we will find out.
We will find out.
Going to find out.
All right, guys. Rebecca and Becky, please do not forget to submit your email. Just pull out your email right now. Send it over. I see your usernames. Put your username if you have one in there as well, and the link will be emailed right back to you. So it's almost automatic.
If you guys, if you want Greg and I to try to pull off an episode without Jason around, I want to see a bunch of likes in the likes. Please, show us you want this, because it's kind of a hard thing to pull off. And so I'll talk to Jason and Adam about it. If we get enough likes, we'll work to make it happen.
If you're part of the replay crew, comment below. We can make it happen.
Yeah,
let us know.
That'd be good to see.
I if not, it's nice to take a break. I'll add that too. But maybe we could do one next week, Greg.
Man, just one would set us up, because I'm pretty sure those 2 weeks, Christmas and New Year's, we're not going to get any below deck.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Just having that one extra I think a lot of people already want that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and this is the time of year where it's like, I feel like everyone's home and it's Christmas break, it's Hanukkah stuff. Everyone's like kind of home, cozy and stuff. And so it does feel like, gosh, it is nice to turn on the cameras and like spend time with you guys.
Yeah.
And I'll just say this too, since we're coming to the new year and this might be the last episode of the year, I just want to say I'm really grateful for this, guys. Like Jason and I were entertainers for years. We worked together professionally. And then to have this outlet, like now I'm in normal corporate world. You guys may not believe it, but Jason is basically running the business behind the scenes for Adam. And we're in this corporate world now and stuff and doing these business jobs. It is nice to like be able to kind of flex those muscles again and have fun and entertain you guys. And
oh my God,
I'll tell you guys at the end of each week, when I look at the view count and like we have thousands of people who watch. And first of all, I'm like, wow, that's so nice. Like these thousands of people spent this time with us. Again, time is like the most precious gift we have. It's the most precious thing. So when you guys give it to us, and then it's been really fun because Greg is one of my friends just from personal life and we've worked together. And so it was fun to go, okay, Greg, I do this show. I think it would be fun if you came on and stuff. And so it's been fun to be able to spend time with Greg. And for me, guys, this is an excuse to spend time with two of my favorite friends. And so, I'm just grateful for this. And then also too, here, I'm just rambling, but also the crew that we have,
the
like
comment. Yeah. The engagement.
I've gotten to know like so many of you. I want to start naming names, but I'll forget names and I'll feel bad. But like so many of you, I'm used to seeing you every week. I've never seen your face. I just see your comments. And yet I feel like I know your personalities and I expect certain comments from certain people. And I feel like you guys are our friends. And it's funny. We're the three that are talking, but I feel like you have such a voice. I'm used to your voice. The replay crew, some of you guys come in and you're there every week commenting, and I try to comment back. And I feel like, I don't know, it's just nice to have made some of these friends. And
it's a little club within a club, within a community. I feel like Anchor Watch is a little club within Adam's community, and it's just kind of fun. Yeah.
Not everyone that on Adam's, that's part of Adam's family, watches this. So it's kind of like, we're like at Thanksgiving, there's the kiddie table or something. That's why I feel like we're over here. Like it's a big Thanksgiving, but we're kind of over on the card table. Yeah.
We're having the bigger laughs.
I think we have
drinking more than we should.
I was going to say we have the better liquor where the better party is happening. It's just over here. It's over here.
There's some really
family
nice
pet knows that all the fun food and stuff will be falling off our table. So it's just where it's at.
Yeah.
No, and I was going to say that people look out for each other in these comments as well.
It's very respectful too.
Totally. Like there's people who straight up disagree in our comments, but they disagree in respectful ways. They hash it out and they realize too, it's just fun. Like this isn't rocket scientists. We're not curing cancer. None of this is going to lead to a war or something. It's just us sharing opinions about a television show. So I like that everyone keeps that perspective and just has fun chatting.
Seriously.
And then also I'm grateful for our mods because the internet has some, bots and stuff come on and they could just ruin the quality of this cool chat we have. And so our mods are so quick on stuff. They get rid of those bots. They get rid of the weirdness. If every once in a while there's a stray person who comes in just because it's live and they just start shouting stupid stuff. And you guys do a great job of just taking care of it. Some of you guys are hilarious commenters. Becklington, I love when you comment. You're always saying great stuff. So many of you guys,
and some of the people on Anchor Watch I get to meet in person in London next week, which is crazy. And I shared my experience with you too at BravoCon because I went actually with another creator, our friend Emily D. Baker, who has a big YouTube channel, and I went to her meetup. And I kind of stood in the corner because it was her thing, right? Like I didn't want to and I'm not technically a creator, that's Adam. And I had Mary. So Mary is someone in this chat who watches a lot. She bought me a drink. And she's like, I love Anchor Watch. She's like, I really don't watch anything else, but I love watching Anchor Watch. I'm like, thank you. It makes my day. Because sometimes you don't realize that people actually watch. So that's
and that's the thing. Like a couple weeks ago, I asked people because there's shows I watch every week. I really like different podcasts and stuff, and like I have certain times too when I watch them. Like, oh, this is the one I do every Monday morning when I'm getting ready for work and I'm doing the dishes or whatever, like I got an AirPod in, I'm listening. And so I asked you guys, like, when do you watch us? When are we spending time with you? And you guys like shared some really cool things where some people's commute to work, where some of you have jobs like where you're kind of like isolated in a place and you can watch something while you work, and like we're part of your week every week. And I'm just like so touched that you guys are like including us. And then, you know, we try to be silly, we try to get some laughs for you guys. And yeah,
like
it's
security
just so cool.
guard in like a guard shack. That's what I imagined when you said that. And they're just
someone, I think literally, so Greg, someone, I think literally, if I remember correctly, they
There's
are,
like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. There's someone who does like overnight watch on like monitors or something. And so they just have to be watching the monitors.
We're one of them.
We're a monitor. Meanwhile, the power plant's like
that.
spiking and it's going to explode, but they're just like, anchor
Oh,
watch.
it's all right.
Oh, and one more person we got to be grateful for, Captain Sean. Captain Sean has given us so much time, and that dude has been on when it's like 3 a.m. his time because he's somewhere in the world.
We've had him from where? Amsterdam, Monaco, Los Angeles, Fort Lauderdale, London, like everywhere. He's been on from everywhere. I mean, and just shared his knowledge, like a wealth of knowledge. And that's one of the comments that I get from a lot of other yachting people. It's like, especially the ones on the show, they're like, we love watching you and we love watching Anchor Watch, but it's really cool to see like because the yachting is really kind of why you watch it in the first place. So it's kind of, you know, you get so caught up in the drama and you forget. Well, there's some really cool stories from the yachting world.
And while we're complimenting too, just for all the cast members of Below Deck who watch this show, thank you guys. We hopefully are giving you guys, you know, ribbings. We're not going at you too hard. Like I want this to be enjoyable. I don't like watching people tear people down. It's fun to comment and give crap to people. When we do this show, Jason and I talked about this before we even started it, but like our goal was we wanted this to be the kind of show where if someone came on and we had been giving them a hard time, it would feel like friends who give each other crap. So I just want you guys to know that that's kind of our goal. And that's what we want this feeling to be like. And also we want to be respectful to Adam's channel. And if you guys notice, Adam he doesn't go into the mud with people. He will comment on and talk about things that are going on. It sometimes doesn't have people in the best light, but he doesn't put people in a bad light. He doesn't trash people. You know, he comments on what's going on.
What he sees.
Yeah. And that's how we kind of.
There's so many channels like that. You know, there's so many.
Oh my gosh.
It's so easy to get invested in. It's so easy to, because everyone wants to harp on someone or.
So it's like stand-up comedians for me. Like it's very easy to walk on stage, drop a bunch of F-bombs and stuff, and you'll get some laughs guaranteed from some of the people. But like then you look at someone like, you know, a Jerry Seinfeld or someone who like
Nate Bargatze.
Yeah, who like puts all this work in. They never say a bad word, and they're probably making their careers 10 times harder because it takes longer to generate really funny, clever stuff. But in the long run, it pays off in a quality way, and that's Adam to me. Like I feel like Adam could have easily started like getting really nasty about people.
It's so easy, but then you're just one of the same channels or the
same creator. And I look at the opportunities coming from Bravo, coming from the guests that he's able to get. It's because people are like, he's respectful. You can say things about people, you can comment and critique respectfully, and Adam does that. And so again, that's what we're trying to do here on this show. So yeah, to all of you Below Deck cast members who went up to Jason at BravoCon and asked about him and I was like, what? People were asking about me? This is insane. Just thank you guys. We enjoy your show. We enjoy the entertainment you provide us. Hopefully we're giving you an hour of entertainment back.
There we go. Absolutely. 100%. Josh, that was so well done. Thank you.
I'm in a mood. Can you tell?
Absolutely. Yeah. I was telling Greg, I was like, well, we'll keep this short tonight.
Yeah. And Josh,
no, this is great. And Josh, you know, I have to thank you and Greg also for your time, and Bailey, who's been on this year as well, and your wife Natalie, who's joined us many times. I just want to say thank you since we're wrapping up for the year. But on top of that, hopefully, you know, guys, I think maybe you'll see Josh and Greg next week, which I think would be amazing.
If you I'm not going to put a number, just put some likes in there, guys. Make us feel like you want it.
How about let's do that, comments, all that. But if there is a number that, like, I don't know, like Do you want to do ugly sweaters or something? Like, no, not too far.
Oh, is it a themed party?
No, we're not.
When I'm not here,
you
I
don't
don't
wanna
get to
bring the
wear
theme?
like I don't get to
theme will
participate
be
in
we're
a theme.
doing a show. The theme will be we're doing a show without Jason.
We could be mentalists and we could wear tank tops.
Or you could wear loincloths. Like the one that Josh stole
together.
from me earlier.
Who says we're not?
All right, guys. With that, we will love you and leave you. Josh, again, thank you so much. Greg, thanks again.
Thanks for having me.
You know,
it's
everyone's
fun hanging out with you guys. You're hilarious.
This is a lot of fun. This has made talking about Below Deck even more entertaining than it already is. And guys, I won't see you. Well, I'll see you tomorrow for a live with Adam, which I'm not supposed to do, but I'm going to. I can't wait. Actually, I'm excited. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City will be on tomorrow to recap that at noon. And then otherwise, I will see you guys in the new year. So,
wow.
Yeah.
We'll see you then. You'll be a new person.
I'd probably not. You know, I say that every year. It never happens, but
if we don't see you next week, happy Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Hey, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll see you guys.
Happy Hanukkah to our Jewish friends.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
See you soon.